Oh, that's the kind of day it is. So I told you guys all the secrets of my life there. Hope everybody heard that. Oh wait, my mic was off. Yeah, that's the kind of week it's been up in these parts. Anyway, Scott, to answer your question, which I just did, but I'm the only one that heard it. Donna is doing well. She doesn't have surgery until May the 4th. And so right now she's actually downstairs cleaning parts of the house that she just wants to do before she's laid up for weeks and weeks with surgery. So anyway, she has tomorrow off as well, and then she works 4 days, has the weekend off, so we can go downstate to watch my niece in a play, and then Monday through Wednesday she works, and then Thursday is surgery. So yeah, so she's just doing all sorts of stuff that she wants to get done before she has surgery, and she's nervous. If I'm being completely honest, she's pretty nervous about it. So, I hope everybody is doing well. If you've been following along on all the stuff that I've gotten done the past couple weeks, you'll know that that's been a big fat zero. But that's all right. Can't change the past anyway. So hopefully this next week will be good. Hope everybody else is doing well. There's not a whole lot of news. There is the one thing that in the time that I've been able to do anything, I've been trying to get done is my first book published, and so that's cool. Like I think I mentioned it last week. Like I now have Flickering Pixel Press is the name of my publishing imprint, and while I haven't officially now announced it, there are several versions of my book that are actually up for pre-sale in various places, but I don't recommend pre-ordering. At least not like I think the hardcover is still up, but I plan on having an option to buy direct and maybe get it autographed. If anybody like is interested in buying a book or a hardcover at all, I wouldn't necessarily pre-order that, but I'm trying to figure out the timing to get everything out. Oh my goodness, it's difficult because I'm going through like two different printing companies, trying to get it on a bunch of different distribution lists. And my wife did look it up yesterday at her bookstore or the bookstore she works, and she was able to find it available. So that's cool. So I mean, at least it's working. It's just a really slow process. But that's the book of my comics. The next book is going to be Linux, the open source classroom, and I have most of the stuff done. I'm still laying that out. That'll be a more text heavy book. I'm looking forward to that. And that's that's it. I mean, if you're in the crypto world, Filecoin is what I do my day job, managing a bunch of Filecoin servers, and they are going through a rough patch, which means I'm going through a rough patch because they have to do like a forced accelerated network upgrade because the whole global Filecoin network is falling behind and missing blocks, and it's a real pain in the butt. So that's what's been going on in these neck of the woods, and that switchover happens on the 27th. What day is that? So tomorrow's 24th, 25th. So Thursday, I guess this Thursday is when the switchover happens to the network upgrade. So hopefully that makes a difference. That's like it. Yeah, I got nothing, but I didn't want to. I almost skipped. I almost said no live stream today, but I didn't really have a reason to, other than shame, I guess, from lack of anything happening. So we're just gonna look forward. What's gonna happen this week? Definitely gonna do some Linux Plus video. Dual streaming. Hey, a lot of us were waiting on a different stream link. Really? I wonder why. I scheduled it. What? Huh. So is the other stream link, is it on the YouTube or the YouTube? Is it at the Walmart? Is it at YouTube, or where is the other stream link? That's weird. Let's see, content, live, shows, oh, well, I'll be, yeah, that's, I wonder why, because, yeah, this is supposed to be, so is it only going to, well, Restream messed up. Is the other one not live though, right? I wonder why this is live and that one isn't. This one shouldn't be live. Huh. I'm thoroughly befuddled. Well, I'm going to delete that one, I guess. Delete forever. I made a thumbnail and everything. All right, I deleted the other one. Oh, yeah, I should have let them know in the other stream. If anybody's still there and you can still comment, say that it didn't schedule to the proper stream. I wonder why. That's so weird. Also, for those people who weren't here at the very beginning, my mic was muted for the first, conversation, so you didn't miss anything there. All right. Thank you, Bite Moose. I appreciate that. That was weird. I don't know why that happened. So does that mean I'm probably not on the other platforms either? Am I not on... Oh, let's see. What's the other place? What's the other place I go? Twitch. Twitch.tv. Shawn Powders. Am I there? Oh, I'm there. All right, just heard myself there. I prevented you from posting there. Sorry. Yeah, I realized that whoever mentioned tell them, and then I deleted it. Yeah, that was a good idea. So weird. I don't understand. I'm so sorry. I mean, I use restream.io to schedule these events, and it streams it to Twitch TV and YouTube and Facebook all at the same time. I've never had a problem where it didn't start in the proper stream, but it did not. So that was weird. Well, anybody who happens to be coming, welcome. I'm live on Facebook too. All right. And the number shows that there's 12, and there's one person on Twitch now, one person on Facebook now, which probably is Mason for checking. Thank you. Anyway, nobody really missed anything because the past few weeks for me have just been a grind. I have been working on my book. I did mention that. I've been working on my book, which officially is released on May 1st. So there's that. I wonder if the Discord is doing the comments. I can't really look there where I am right now. Click. Looks like the live stream chat. Yeah, it looks like it's there. Oh, checking in from Discord. I thought samples and tests are checking Discord, but all right. Yeah, the book is going to be out the 1st of May. And if you look around, it is available for pre-sale in a couple places, but I'm going to be selling at least the physical copies myself, and if you want to get one, like autographed or whatever, I can make that happen. So if you go to a site and you don't necessarily do a pre-order on a physical copy now, but yeah, I've been trying to do the whole distribution channels thing, and everything takes so long. I have shipped to the UK, so yes, it'll be. So the nice thing about Etsy, we can talk about stores actually if you want for this live stream. I had a Shopify store for several months, and I discovered after I had shipped a couple things to just a couple different countries in Europe that they don't handle VAT or value-added tax. However, I talked to Jim Wright, Stone Kettle, on all the social media platforms, and he was telling me that he uses Etsy, which I didn't think of. I didn't actually think about Etsy as like a storefront, but that's what he uses, and the reason he uses it is because Etsy handles not only collecting VAT, but paying it to the proper place. And so it's all done automatically if you use Etsy. And so, yeah, that's where my store now is, on Etsy. And I've shipped stuff there. So the short answer is Yes, I'll be able to ship to the UK. I'm not sure what the shipping. There probably will be a shipping price, and so if it's too expensive, I mean, maybe from one of the other places would make sense if you want it. The paperback is not up for pre-sale yet because I'm having issues with the layout. The spine of the book wasn't quite right, but it should all be ready before release date anyway. But yeah, I'm going to sell on Etsy, and they'll be autographed, and I'll just ship them out directly. But I have to figure out all that pricing stuff because I don't have them to plug in the numbers yet to see how like shipping works and all that stuff. So anyway, yeah, if you go to store.nerdlings.net, it'll take you to the Etsy store. There's nothing listed there right now. It's not up for pre-sale there right now. I was just talking about in general. There's like pre-sale on there's pre-sale on Amazon for an ebook version and the hardcover, but the hardcover hasn't synced up apparently yet with Amazon. So like there's no cover image and it doesn't list alongside of the ebook. It's really frustrating. On Barnes & Noble, the hardcover and the ebook are listed together, which is nice. But the paperback still isn't out at all for pre-order. And again, I mean, pre-ordering normally helps authors. That's not necessarily the case for me. It's not gonna like make my publisher print more because I'm printing it myself. So, through two different places. So anyway, VAT is 20%. Ouch. But here, I will post that link though. It should take us to store.nerdlings.net. That should take you directly if I got it right. Otherwise, if you just go to my website, ShawnPowers.com, there's a link to the Nerdling Stuff Shack on there. That should take you to the Etsy store as well. Right now, there's just stickers and plushie. There's not a book yet, but that is the place that I'll be selling them. The other thing I actually just did is set up a Teespring store, and the only reason I did that is because on YouTube you can only integrate like 3 platforms: Shopify, Teespring, and something else that I don't remember. And the frustrating thing is, 429. All right, let me look at store.nerdlings.net. What did I do? Oh no, mine went right to store.nerdlings.net. Went right there for me. Well, here. I mean, it was just a redirect to Etsy, but here, I'll paste that in too. Let's see, paste. Oh, your VPN. Well, there's a direct link. Hopefully that would work. Okay. Gotcha. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, anyway, but Teespring integrates, but I'm not, they must handle shipping elsewhere. So anyway, if you see weird things for sale on my, in the bottom of my videos, it's just me playing around trying to figure stuff out. The problem with Shopify, like I said, is it doesn't do VAT. Like it won't handle it at all. It'll like tell you how much you're supposed to like collect and then how much you're supposed to pay, but I don't even know all the different places that you pay it. I mean, it was really overwhelming for me. So I abandoned Shopify and, yeah, that's too much for me. I'm not an accounting guy. So, it was something that I happened to notice and was, very, very concerned because, So anyway, that's why I'm on Etsy now, because it handles it all magically behind the scenes. And thanks to Jim Wright for telling me that, because I would never have guessed that Etsy handled international shipping and tax collection better than Shopify. All right, what else? Let's see. If you want to follow along as the book is released, there's a landing site for the book here. Books2read.com. There. That's a link. Again, I don't necessarily recommend pre-ordering, but if you want to watch the progress of things getting listed and like when the paperback eventually shows up, that's like a one-stop shop. Oh, great. And now I just got a notification from Restream that something went wrong. So I don't even know if anybody's hearing this. Hold on. Comments apparently failed. I have no idea. Still here. All right, good. And there's the comment that I posted. That's so weird. I have no idea what's going on with Restream today. But nonetheless, Scott has been working on. Scott's been working better, or more than I have this past few weeks on online stuff. He has been working on quiz stuff. So I'm curious, what does everybody hope to see? We talked last week briefly about what a quiz would look like. Would it be something that we would? And Scott, please, if you're still watching, let me know your thoughts too. Would it be a quiz that is posted in advance and people take it and then we go over it together? Would it be something that is released during the live stream and we go over it together and see how I do in real time? Or what are the thoughts there? I'm curious what that would look like. And I know after the live stream last week, I said, oh yeah, we'll have to talk about it offline. And then my week happened. So, but I do like the idea of a more interactive, let's see, a quiz on a live stream and basic Linux stuff. Yeah, okay. And then Scott was working on, I think there's something that integrates with the Discord, so we could somehow display it during the live stream. But I don't know what functionally, how it would work out. Would we possibly some 5 to 10 minute how-tos? Yeah, Bite Moose, and that was the whole idea. I'll pop that up. That was the whole idea behind the weekend assignment, is that I would have an assignment that you could try, and if you couldn't figure it out, that's okay because we'll go over it together. But the past couple months even have just been such that I haven't been able to come up with weekend assignments. So maybe I should have a place where people recommend like a fun assignment that we could do, and then we could go over the solution in real time, because that seems like a good way to go about it. It's kind of, an assignment, like if you can do this, cool. And then see, me do it in real time and everybody can see the solution together. And then if you didn't happen to get it early, you just get to get 5 or 10 minutes of teaching or whatever. So that was the goal. And the quiz questions could be, the quiz via chat in YouTube Studio. Oh, does that work? Well, let's look. Let's experiment here. Let's see. I should be able to open up both, because it uses the YouTube thing. It just apparently didn't do it right this time. All right, so now I'm in the YouTube Studio. So there are quizzes here now. I see a stream marker. I can share. Engage with your audience. I can do polls and Q&As. Let's see. What is start a Q&A? What does that do? Oh. All right. So did everybody see like what is this Q&A? And then is that something you can add to? Or what is that? And engage. I'm looking for I don't see an engage thing. I don't think. No. Highlight video, stream member. Pop out chat, moderation. Let's see. I think I can. This doesn't show anything if I were to. Yeah, here, let's look at this together here. I want to make sure I didn't have like a stream key exposed or anything, but all right. Appears like a pinned comment. Yeah, so did the questions work for everybody? Well, I can't get down to the screen now. All right, I'm here. This is probably confusing seeing me in multiple places. I apologize for that, but let's see. No. Oh, it is a question. Okay. All right. Do I answer it then? Put user in time. Sorry. Select the question? This seems... Okay. What is everybody seeing then? I guess I should have the live stream somewhere. This is not clear to me, and I'm sorry that I look kind of foolish here, but what a weird What a weird sort of thing going on. All right, let me open this. See if I'm on my Shawn Powers .live page. Am I live? Okay, I'm live there. But, okay, and there's the chats. So, oh, it is a question then pins at the top? Is that right? Select question. Then did that one get pinned? Yeah, okay, so they just get pinned. But what a kludgy way to have to... Oh, you can't really see what I'm doing there because of my face in the way. So if the questions just appear here, but in order to pin it to the top, I have to like hit the meatball menu. Is that meatball? Meatball, what's the... I think the up and down one is a meatball menu. Maybe that's a different one. Somebody corrected me last week and told me what it was. Select question, but I don't understand how is this different than... It's just weird. This isn't terribly useful, I don't think. I think the hamburger menu is the 3 lines, and I think the 3 dots had a different name, but I don't remember. All right, I don't know. Okay. So I guess I can't answer it. I can just pin it. I mean, I could just pin it anyway. Is this just a way for me to like separate questions from regular chat messages? I guess. I don't know. This is an awkward way to do a Q&A. And I know that isn't what we were talking about anyway, but I'm going to end that. All the questions on the list. Yeah. Yeah, no more Q&A. All right, see if I can find the... what was the other thing? Kebab menu. Yeah, is that the up and down? Is that like a hamburger but with balls, and then the meatball one is the side-to-side one? I don't remember. Menus. I thought I was so good when I called everything a hamburger menu that was like 3 of anything. But I'm just old and lame. All right, does anybody see on this where I am like... I don't want to hit stream settings because that'll show like my streaming key and stuff, but I don't see Yeah, I don't see anything. I see nothing. I found it when I tried... Okay, hold on, let's see. I don't know if I went, but no viewers my stream couldn't test it. Oh. Where did you find it? Samples and test? Was it... I wonder if you have a special... something. Was it in YouTube? Like it was in YouTube that you did it? Because I still do not see any other... Like, see, expand the menu. Stream, webcam, manage. Oh, wait, manage? No. It was what you went to. Oh, okay. Mean balls. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. And we'll have to... And I know Scott answered, and then I got sucked into stuff. So it's a quiz bot that allows you to... Here, I'm going to pop this up because it's scrolled away. But Quizbot allows you to take a quiz in Discord. Currently writing one for each episode of the Bash Scripting course. Oh, dang. Okay. Wow. Well, Scott rocks, man. All right. I wonder if that's... I mean, if nothing else, we could just show them on the live stream, too. We could go over them then. But yeah, I don't know what it would look like. I'll have to look up things. I wonder if there are stuff like that on Stream Elements. I have a Stream Elements subscription. Stream Elements. I think that's what it's called. Stream Elements? Is that what it's called? No. What is the... Yes. No, what's the one that you get slobs from? Streamlabs, OBS? Streamlabs. Streamlabs? Is that the thing? That's the thing I was thinking of. All right. Oh, that's a good question. Oh, yeah, I appreciate that. It'll probably get demonetized, but the background music is not me. That is my wife. She's downstairs cleaning, and I'm not going to tell her to turn off the music, so it might get demonetized. I often forget to put monetization on the live streams anyway, so thank you. And thankfully, you don't normally get a copyright strike. They'll just demonetize the particular video. That happens to me on my bird cam. So I have Birdtopia is a YouTube channel, and every day it makes a compilation video of the activity at the bird feeders. And if we happen to be outside, like I have a Sonos speaker in the backyard, and if I'm out in the backyard, I might play some music, and the bird cams pick that up, and it becomes part of the, if a bird happens to fly by, it becomes part of the compilation video. And so a couple of them have been demonetized. Would Restream be... Oh, this is what I was going to look at. Hello, John from California. This is a weird sort of live stream this week. I mean, it's not like they're ever not weird, but this one in particular, we're just trying to figure out like quiz stuff. Should I look around and see what we have in Restream? I mean, I paid for it. I might as well be using some of it. Oh, okay. I can do a lower third. I can do a ticker. Oh, I can do them both at once. Oh, samples and tests. Thank you. I will have to fill that. Again, it's been such a bad couple weeks that I haven't done anything. All right. That's no quiz integrations there. Now y'all are just here playing with like all we do stuff. I can do overlays, but I already have an overlay. Yeah, that doesn't help. Just put a little Nerdlings thing all over. Yeah, this doesn't. Yeah, no. Oh, well, there's this. I could try to push Nerdlings much. I don't even know if that goes to my current store. I'm curious. I'm gonna scan my own QR code to see where it goes. If somebody scanned it, did it go to the Etsy store? Hey, it did. All right. Well, at least it's pointing to the right spot. I'll hide that. That way, I wasn't trying to push sales or anything. Well, that is an interesting feature, I guess. Jay from Learning Linux TV hated the new. Oh, yeah. I generally don't try anything other than LTS versions of Linux, and right now I'm using. I'm strictly using the Debian. I'm not using Ubuntu at all. But what I didn't like about it, I did see that video. I didn't have time to watch it, but I did see it scroll by. So that's interesting. Oh, you know what I could do though? I guess in the future, like, so when I have the live book, I could put this up like during a live stream. I can be like, hey, and if you want to buy my book, it's right there. And there's two different ways I can display it. Let's see, classic. Oh, look at that. Well, fancy, fancy. Wow, that just takes up the whole darn thing. But compact overlays. That's interesting. It seems like it would be easier for me to do this with OBS, right? I mean, I could just make an overlay with OBS, and I guess it wouldn't do that fancy thing, but I don't know. I guess that's really nice, Restream, but I wish there was an interactive component. I should really look up all the stuff in Streamlabs, because I do have a Streamlabs account that is paid for, Streamlabs Ultra, and so that maybe they have like quiz stuff there. I know they have all sorts of stuff for, like, if I was going to do a subathon, which I would still like to do, but I'm not really prepared for that quite yet. But they do have a bunch of other things too. I mean, all sorts of like widgets and stuff, but I don't know if they have like quiz stuff. There's a poll you could vote on, but that's already there. A game widget. Too buggy for now. Oh, okay. Is it released? I mean, it is that time of year though, right? Huh. Huh. Oh, I didn't realize it said that people are scanning. That's cool. Huh. Oh, it says right there even. I'm sorry. It still says it right there. Wait, can you guys see that? Or no? Do you still see do you see where it says how many codes were scanned? Because it actually says for me still on top of the screen right now. It says that 6 people scanned it. That's interesting. Whoa. Was that did you just super chat? Mason? Dude, that was incredible. Thank you. And it didn't even pop up. Oh, now I'm disappointed. Oh no, did the stream stop? I hope it didn't stop. Hello? Oh, still going, Mason. Live here. So, okay. Did Mason literally just give me a super chat, which I'm incredibly thankful for, and then get disconnected? Because that's a great thank you from the host. Like, oh, a super chat. Click. I apologize if I don't think it was me. Thank you, Mason. And the thing that bothers me, though, it used to have a really cool way to display the thing, like when that happened, and now I don't, and that is upsetting. I have no way to celebrate like on screen. So hold on, we'll just do unnecessary zoom of thank you. I'll figure that out. Super chats don't happen often enough. I hadn't thought about it since we switched over to Restream. So wow, thank you. I appreciate that, and we'll have to figure it out. It stopped on you too. Wow. All right. This is honestly for a stream where I had no plan and I almost canceled. I'm super glad we did this. I learned a whole bunch of stuff, and I also learned that we got to come up with a way to do some more interactive stuff. There's here, I can show you all the stuff down here. I don't think this is going to show anything that I have to worry about, like, oh no, what if somebody sees? I mean, you'll get to see some of my like bookmark folders and stuff. Yeah, hope nobody's drinking with the Zoom. Yeah, that was definitely unnecessary Zoom. So we have a game widget, but I mean, we could play tic-tac-toe, I guess. Media share, donate and share media, alert box, stream labels, last donation goal, event list, the jar, tip jar, chat box, end credits, tip ticker, stream boss. Look at all these different things we could be doing. Spin the wheel, win fabulous prizes. I actually thought about this, but this gets complicated too. To give away stuff, you have to like have all these like you have to link to specific like rules. What are the things like end user license agreements, but not actually that. In order to give something away legally, or YouTube will like close your channel if you do it wrong, which is really like scary, right? So I have to figure that out, because I would still like to do giveaways. We have to figure out the giveaways to give away tuxes, because that's still a thing. I hope the guy's still willing to give those away. A YouTube member goal, emote wall, but that's on Twitch only. Chat highlight. Yeah, this is ugly though compared to the one that Aaron Padecki gives away for free, but it's YouTube specific. That one's Twitch specific. Bit goal, follower goal, subscriber goal, Tiltify donation goal, stars, poll. Yeah, but we can already do polls. Game widget. Allow your chat to play a game. super chat goal. All about making money here, aren't we, Streamlabs? What is a game widget? Oh, this is the one we looked at already. All right. Tic-tac-toe. What other games are there? Chat words? I don't understand. This doesn't look fun. I'm already bored of it. Making a podcast on something. Ever done a podcast before? And if so, what software did you use? Oh, I could talk a long time about podcasts. Yes, I do several podcasts. Let's see. Let me make sure I didn't. Wasn't that what Nick experienced? Oh, wait, what was I? I'm not sure what we're talking about. I might have missed something there. Conditional. All right. I might have missed something there. But Mason, to answer this question, if you were asking me, yes. In fact, I do the Bench Ass Shirt podcast is actually, if I were to call one mine, that's what I use there. And I host it myself. I use Hugo, and it's a static site generator that I used a specific theme for. So if you go to Bench Ash Shirt, it's a play on the Good Place television show. So bench, like a bench you sit on, ash, like burnt logs, shirt, like shirt you're wearing.com. That is the podcast homepage. And then I'm just using Hugo for the website. And then the theme, I think the theme is probably linked on the page. Maybe not. benchashshirt.com. No, it just says copyright Nerdlings, doesn't it? Wow. Look at me hiding all the special sauce. I'll answer that question in just a second. I got to look on I'm ashamed that it doesn't say what the theme is. So hold on. Hugo Sites, Bench Ash Shirt, themes. The theme is called Castanet, and it's GitHub. So I use Hugo, the site generator Hugo, and then Castanet is the theme. And the nice thing is you can do, it does a static site generator. So like you do all the stuff in Markdown, and then you type Hugo, and it creates a public folder of static HTML files. And I put that and I copy that to my web server, and it does all of the RSS stuff automatically. It handles everything. And I actually rsync that public folder to my web server. So I don't actually have to have any databases or anything running to host the podcast. And it will do all the things like automatically have an RSS feed that, like Spotify and Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts and all that stuff, they automatically will see the change and reflect it. So you can get it in all the different platforms. And I don't have to worry about that. I use Hugo. But a lot of people like Podbean. I don't know if you have to pay for Podbean or not, but if you don't want to do the nitty gritty work of hosting it and all that, you can use something like Podbean. And specifically, so I know that on Bench Ash Shirt, we have a video version, but that's actually just a YouTube link. There's a YouTube channel for Bench Ash Shirt that has the videos, but the actual podcast website does all the audio stuff. It doesn't do anything with video except it embeds the YouTube version in every episode. In fact, we recorded an episode last week that I haven't posted. I should do that, if not tonight, tomorrow. It's about bread. I talk about bread. But anyway, that's either Podbean or that. I paid for Fireside.fm for over a year and never recorded a single episode of the podcast that I started paying for. But that's $19 US every month. And I don't know. I would look at Podbean. I don't know what the cost is. There probably is a cost for Podbean too. There are some other ones like Anchor FM, which is free, but it's a little bit weird because the stats all come through Anchor. And so it's almost like they're your publisher, if you will. So that's a little bit different. But yeah, there's a lot of sites. It used to be as easy as pie, but it seems to be more complicated. I remember being very frustrated with like, wait, how do I even start a podcast? Like, how do I do that? And I ended up falling on Hugo. I know that the Reality 2 Cast that I'm on, so reality, the number 2cast.com, I'm a frequent guest on there. They're friends of mine, and they host with Fireside.fm. And they handle all the stuff. They do the hosting and the web page design. Basically, you just click and point and upload your stuff, and they handle all of it. Of the URLs for here, so my thing is benchashshirt.com. You can see the layout and stuff that I did with Hugo. I don't have a link for it, but it's just Hugo static site generator is the underlying thing, and then Castanet is the theme that I use. And that theme is where all of the RSS magic comes into play. But I'll be honest, Hugo has kind of a steep learning curve. So, if that's not for you, then I would check out podbean.com and fireside.fm is what Reality 2Cast uses. And I know anchor.fm offers something for free, but I'm not sponsoring. I'm not endorsing them by any means. I just know that they're there. Check all of those out. And they're all designed for audio only. The video is just, I also record video, so I put it on a YouTube channel. I tried to do the podcast thing on YouTube, but that seems a little awkward and weird. It doesn't seem any different from a playlist right now. So I'm not sure what they're doing, because YouTube now has the ability to create a podcast and add episodes and stuff, but I don't understand what it does other than like make a playlist that's called a podcast. So I don't know. I need affiliate links for things. That's for sure. But I don't have any for those things. But yeah, feel free to click through. I don't think I spelled any wrong. Hopefully they don't take you to porn sites. I'm pretty sure those are actually the things. I think it's podbean.com. I guess it might not be .com, but hopefully it is. And benchashshirt.com, that's me. Like I said, that's all just hosted at my data center. There was something. Oh yeah. Torsten answered. Nick wanted to do something on his channel, and his channel got deleted a few months ago. Oh yeah, it's really scary. Because I looked into it, there's some neat widgets on Streamlabs that you can do, and hey, everybody enter, and once everybody's entered, I click something, and the wheel goes around, and it points to a person. I'm like, oh, you win, but you have to have disclosures and rules, and it has to be publicly posted, and you have to make sure you cover everything. So before we do that on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, I'm going to make sure that I cross all of my I's and dot all of my T's, because I don't want to lose the channel. So it's really scary. And then there's Tiltify stuff for fundraising, but same thing. You have to make sure that all of the you do everything properly, and YouTube is notoriously difficult to communicate with if you're not a huge channel. I know when Linus Sebastian's channel got hijacked or whatever, he was able to get somebody because the big channels have people they can reach out to. But for little channels, you just email and hope. And if something like that were to happen, I wouldn't even know where to begin. So anyway, good. All the links are good. I appreciate that. So there's going to be, I guess, what to expect this week from me. The Bench Ass Shirt podcast has already been recorded. I just have to quickly edit the beginning and the end, and then I'll post that. That'll come out today or tomorrow. The three of us talk about bread because I had a book outline. I still am going to plan on writing it, actually, but we just talk about bread, all about bread. So, that's going to be fun. And then get back on Linux Plus this week, I hope, assuming things go right at work. And the book will, hopefully this week, I'll be able to start pushing hey, here is the book available for pre-order if everybody wants it. Like I said, you can follow that link I posted earlier if you want to actually see the progress as it's happening. But if you want to get a signed copy, it won't be any more expensive to get a signed copy, but there's no method for doing that yet. So, and I was talking with Kyle Rankin again about next books. There's a couple things I want to do. I'm going to do the one with all my Linux Journal articles because that's mostly written just so I get used to the larger book process. My book of comics is a legit book, but it's comics, right? There's not a ton of writing there. So I want to do that with articles that already exist, so I can get the layout and the flow and all that. And then I haven't decided what the next one I'm actually going to write is. It'll either be, I've been toying around on a couple things. One, companion book for the Linux Essentials course that I already have on my YouTube channel. So a book to go along with that I could, have for sale. And then same thing, but for Linux Plus. And I know that there are already a lot of books for learning, but I don't know if any of you were around when I wrote for Linux Journal, if you read Linux Journal stuff. But I don't have a traditional tech writer style, for better or for worse. Some people are super annoyed by my writing. Some people prefer it. I'd like to think that it's a more enjoyable read, but if you're just looking for a textbook, I'm not the person you want to have write it. So I think that a book I write on Linux Essentials or Linux Plus or Bash would be different enough that it would be worthwhile, I think. But I have to do it. I have to write something and see, how it goes and how it's received. So I haven't decided yet though what my first from scratch book will be. Bash is a good idea. But Bash or Linux Essentials. And the reason I was thinking Linux Essentials is because the course is already there and I could, put links in the description of all those videos to, hey, and if you'd like a book for this, you can do that as well. So yeah, we'll see. I have an essay style and it's much more readable. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was the kind of thing, usually if I'm writing something long form, it could be an enjoyable audiobook. And I don't mean like, oh, my writing is so good, it could be an audiobook. But I mean, it's the kind of writing that you could listen to rather than just look for the bullet point that you're looking for and just like look for a chunk of data. I think that it reads more like a traditional nonfiction book than a textbook. So again, that's tech writing is a different beast. I'm not really good at writing boring stuff. Not because I'm super awesome, but because I get bored myself. So yeah. We'll see. And again, some people like it, some people hate it. That was the case at Linux Journal. Some people really liked my columns. Some people really did not. They were really like, I want to learn. You need to be more serious, less joking around and more teaching or whatever. And I'm like, man, there are so many other people who are much better at like just putting textbook stuff out there. That is just not me. Did it pop up on the screen that it was scanned again? That's so fascinating. I love it. I kind of want to like play around with that now. You know what I could, even if it's not on the screen, apparently it pops up. So I could use the same, I could create a QR code. I could create one of these QR codes for whatever I wanted on here and then take a screen capture of that QR code and put it in OBS, and I could like have it in the corner so it's not so obtrusive right here for something that I wanted. And then it would pop up on the screen as people scanned it because even though they wouldn't be scanning it here, they would be scanning it. That could be fun. The QR code thing could be fun. Way to go, Restream. Yeah. And this is the only thing I have here, which is a little annoying too. I only have one. Anyway, yeah, that's fun. QR codes are fun in general. I don't know if anybody watched the, I know we're almost out of time here, and I didn't even think I was going to have a live stream today. I don't know if anybody watched my Christmas Eve thing this year. My family's scavenger hunt on Christmas Eve, but I used QR codes for everything. And it was so much fun for me, but it was also fun for them to watch. Like there was even a puzzle that they had to put the puzzle pieces together, and then the puzzle pieces each made a giant QR code they had to scan to get like their next clue. Yeah, QR codes can be a lot of fun. And now I have, I know we've talked about these before too, but the NFC, is that what it is? Near field communication. Yeah, NFC tags as well. So that's another thing I might do next year is plant NFC tags all over where they have to hold their phone next to it, and the same sort of thing as if you scanned a QR code, you can pop up something. So that'll be fun. The scavenger hunt is always so much fun. I really like that. Let's see. I hate it when people are using. That's the thing. I mean, I guess I built my online career over being not terribly professional. I think that you can be professional without acting professional. I don't even know what words I'm going for here. Yeah, way to be a wordsmith, Shawn. I can't even say what it is I'm thinking. But yeah, I'm just not good at being a stiff shirt kind of guy. Uh, oh, hey, Robert Rittenhouse. It's been a while since I've seen your name. It's good to see you. First time he was Ohio Linux Fest. Yeah. I was the Ohio Linux Fest. I've only been there once. I was the one of the keynote speakers, and I lost my entire presentation the night, like the day before. Like it just completely like corrupt, gone. Because I went right from something. I was at some other event. I don't know, like if it was Linux World or something, but I flew directly from an event like on the West Coast, and I flew directly to Ohio. And somehow during the flight, my presentation for Ohio Linux Fest got completely corrupted. And so I had to stay up all that night and recreate from memory. But I had done the presentation a while before, so it wasn't like super fresh in my brain. So yeah, that was rough. That was a rough way to do a keynote. And I felt horrible because I mean, keynote's a serious thing, and I was so tired, and my presentation was a little bit disjointed and not practiced, and yeah, anyway, but it worked out. Wireless and home automation stuff. Yeah, I just love Home Assistant, and the home automation stuff is just so cool. And I haven't gotten any of the stuff yet. Like I want to get the presence sensor instead of a motion sensor and stuff. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing some more of that too. Yeah, it was quite an experience. It really was. It was quite an experience. But it was, yeah, I guess there are more and more events happening here in the US now. Like for example, PenguinCon. I've been to PenguinCon a few times. I was a nifty guest a couple times. But PenguinCon is a neat one here in Michigan. It's actually only a few hours from where I live. And it is Linux and science fiction. Like it's both things together. It's quite a combination. Yeah, I presented there a bunch of times, and there were some really kind of amazing people there, like Randall Monroe from XKCD was there. I was able to give him a Linux journal ruler that I tell myself he uses for every comic he draws now, because I gave him a ruler at that PenguinCon. We did this crazy thing where I don't remember what we were doing, but he was pretty fun. He was fun in person. I think that same year they had like these giant Tesla coils that like played music outside as one of the events at PenguinCon. Met John Scalzi there a bunch of times. I was supposed to have an epic Atari 2600 battle with Will Wheaton at PenguinCon, but he ended up getting sick and couldn't fly out. And so I was there. I mean, let's be honest. Sure, I was the associate editor at Linux Journal and stuff. And I managed to, get Will to agree to do a thing with me. But if there's Will Wheaton and Shawn Powers, you can imagine which one would draw more people. And yeah, it was awkward when Will couldn't come. We still tried to do it, but it was ugly. It was ugly. Oh, I haven't been to Ohio Linux Fest. That's sad to hear, because yeah, it was kind of a big one of the like local events. That's sad. Yeah, PenguinCon might be happening like right now. I mean, PenguinCon. I'm not there obviously, but yeah, it's happening pretty quick. Yeah, more people using it. That's the thing, and I don't know how. I don't know enough about the culture. I mean, is it a cultural thing where people don't necessarily want to gather for those things? I just don't know the culture in the UK enough to know if that's part of it, or if it's just not as many users. I really don't know. I mean, if you base it on how many people attend our live stream together here, the UK, Europe and the UK in general are far overrepresented versus people here in the US. So that's interesting. And yeah, disappointing Trekkies. Okay, so I know we're about done here. I'll end with how the story went. So it was at Penguicon, and I was supposed to, again, battle Will Wheaton, Atari 2600. We had the flashback machines, when Atari 2600 flashback machines first came out. And Linux Journal, we sent Will one so he could practice, and I had one so I could practice. And we were going to play Combat, Atari 2600 Combat, Invisible Walls, hard difficulty level. I don't remember all the rules, but that was it. And we were going to battle each other. I don't even remember what the premise of the battle was, other than there was going to be, two nerds battling each other out. But when Will wasn't able to come, we were like, well, what do we do? I mean, we still have to do the event. It was on the schedule. And so we gathered everybody in, and then it was like, okay, we're going to do a tournament. And I think they assumed that I was like this amazing Atari 2600 player, because like it was basically, okay, everybody battle Shawn. So the first person in line to play the first game was a man who was wearing Vulcan ears and a Jedi robe, and he beat the crap out of me. So the very first thing, it was like 2 minutes into the event. There was somebody there emceeing, I think, or maybe the MC didn't even show up, and it was just me. But yeah, the Jedi elf, or the Jedi Vulcan, beat the snot out of me. And so I was out of the tournament that was supposed to be Will Wheaton and me playing Atari 2600. It was a weird thing. It was so bizarre. So anyway, that was the, and then we signed it. Like a bunch of people signed the Atari 2600, and it was given away to the tournament winner. But I left. It was like 2 minutes into the event, and I'm like, I lost. So bye. Nobody cared about me, right? Everybody was there to see Will Wheaton, who couldn't go. So anyway, it was one of the low points of my of my fame at Penguicon. All right, I guess it's time. Yeah. All right. Hey, thanks for playing along and troubleshooting everything. Sorry that the stream started weird. But yeah, we'll figure out some sort of a quiz interactive element between now and next week, hopefully. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. And I'll try to be more prevalent online, and I'll let everybody know when book stuff is out, because I'm excited, right? I mean, it's my first book. I'm excited to see if people enjoy it. I can't wait till I get my author proof copies. They come on Tuesday. I get my first author proofs. I haven't even seen the book. So anyway, have a great day, everybody. I'll talk to you later. And this is how the stream ends.